Come to this restful position, you guys. Pick your posture here. And just start to settle in. Child's pose. Big toes to touch, knees wide. Walk your fingertips up to the top of the mat. Let your forehead rest. Face down Shavasana, body is long. Belly to the mat, forehead on stacked palms. If you have music, go ahead and start it. And then go ahead and get rid of any of the wiggles that are coming up, any adjustments that you need to make in order to feel into your stillness and restful. And as you make those adjustments and get those wiggles out, take a big inhale in through your nose, fill up your belly nice and big. Open mouth, exhale, sigh it out. Good. One more, just like that. Big inhale in. Big exhale out. And then come to seal your lips, and then just allow your breath to be natural and spontaneous. In through your nose and out through your nose. Allow yourself to feel into those inhales and your belly expanding, your chest widening, your shoulders lifting a little bit. Expansion out, and then feeling into those exhales as your body comes back in, shoulders drop, ribs come back together, belly to spine. And even bring your awareness to those moments in between the breath. So when you're exhaling all of the oxygen out, that moment where there's nothing in your lungs. And then a big inhale, filling up every nook and cranny. Take a moment to bring your awareness to your body and how it's feeling and what it's needing. And knowing that this isn't about doing everything I tell you to do, it's doing what feels good in your body. And if I cue something that doesn't feel right, please know you don't have to take it. And if I cue something that you feel like you can get into one of your favorite postures or do something from there, go off and do it. Take another big inhale in through your nose, fill up your belly. Open mouth, exhale. Reseal your lips. Option for that Ujjayi pranayama, or that victorious breath, or the breath that sounds like you're trying to fog up the glass on a mirror. So inhale through your nose, filling up your belly. Exhale through your nose. Constrict the muscles of the back of your throat to add texture and sound. To add a little heat, keep your mind focused on your breath. And if at any time it becomes too much, an open mouth exhale to clear it all out will help you reset and refocus. Good. One more big inhale in. Exhale out. Child's pose. Press through your legs. Draw your shoulders up towards your hands. Drop your chest and your belly to the mat. And if you have your forehead on stacked palms, come up, lift your forehead up, draw your palms underneath your shoulders, and let your body be nice and long. You're on the mat. Chin is connected to the mat. And just for a moment, bring your awareness to the bottom of your spine, and then follow it up all the way to the crown of your head. And just bring your awareness to the length of your spine here. Palms underneath your shoulders. Take an inhale. Using your back muscles, lift your chest and shoulders off the mat, baby cobra pose. Just a little hover, look directly below you, chin lifts. And then exhale, slowly lower back down. Drop your chin to the mat. Take your time. Good. Another inhale lifts up into that baby cobra. pressing into your belly, your hips, your legs, the tops of your feet. Exhale, release. Good. Another one just like that. Big inhale. Little to no weight in those hands, you guys. Shoulders draw away from your ears. Elbows draw towards your hips. Good. Press into that full low body. Another big inhale here as we lift baby cobra pose. Good. Exhale, release your chin back down to the mat. Good. Take your palms out from underneath your shoulders and move them to the outside edges of your mat. So basically you're taking your hands from on your mat to off of your mat. About basically, what is this? Stacking my palm underneath my elbow, kind of creating that 40-degree bend in my arms, pressing my palms into the mat beside myself. Chin connected to the mat. Take a big inhale, lift your chest up as in like a baby cobra, and then press into your palms, squeeze your glutes, and lift your whole belly off the mat. Good, so really gentle here. So if it feels good to just press up and lift just a little bit, stay right there. Gaze is at the top of your mat, maybe right below you. Nice long length in the back of your neck. Take another big inhale, press a little bit higher. And then exhale, slowly release your belly and chest and shoulders and chin back to the mat. Good. One more just like that. Inhale, gently press into both palms. Stack your elbows over your wrists. Good. Press into your hips. Squeeze your glutes. Good. A little seal pose here. And at the top, take another big inhale. And then as you exhale, drop your right shoulder into the center of the mat. So just a gentle stretch on the front of that right shoulder. Good. Just dropping into what feels good. Take one breath here. Big inhale. Stay for your exhale. Good. Inhale, come up, back into center. Exhale, drop your left shoulder in. And just really gentle, you guys. Keep that left elbow drawing up and away from you. Take one breath here. One breath out. Good. Inhale, press back up. And then exhale, drop your belly, your chest, and your chin back down to the mat. Good. Draw your palms back underneath your shoulders. And then draw your palms all the way down to your low ribs, kind of where that last rib is. Place your palms there. Bring your legs together as if you're stuffing them into a single pant leg. Press into the tops of your feet, your shins, your knees, your thighs, your hips. Take a big inhale. Press yourself up and away from your mat, upward facing dog, hips lift up. All that's pressing into the mat is the tops of your feet, palms press away. Good. Take a big inhale here. Good. Exhale. Send your hips back, toes together, knees wide, child's pose. Forehead connects to your mat, arms are long above you. Take a moment here just to feel that low back release. Hips fall towards your heels. Good. Take a breath here. Breath out. Good. Draw your palms underneath your shoulders. Press yourself up. Come to tabletop position here. Good. From here, just to get into an active posture, gently press the mat away from you. Don't allow your chest to sag through and drop. Press through your shoulders. Draw your belly in. Shorten the space between the tops of your hips and the bottom of your ribs. So just activating that belly, which takes your tailbone and tucks it down towards your heels. Good. Press the tops of your feet into the mat as if there's a little fire or lava underneath your belly. Lift it up so it doesn't get burnt. Take a breath here. Active posture, tabletop. Good. Exhale. Press your whole back up to the ceiling, cat pose. Gaze goes to your thighs. Stretch through your shoulders. Exhale. Good. Inhale, drop your belly, drop your chest, lift your gaze. Cow pose. Good. Exhale, cat pose. Good. Inhale, cow pose. Good. Exhale, send your hips back towards your heels, shoulders over your hips. Come to sit back on your feet. And then inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Good. Yeah. Take one more breath here. Inhale, reach as if you're in a tube. Squeeze everything kind of into the center, but drop those shoulders away from your ears. Good. One more breath here. And then exhale, take your right hand, drop it behind you, kind of lean back a little bit. Good. Inhale, lift your hips up, just a little baby back bend supported with your right hand behind you. Left hand lifts. Good. Take one more breath here. Exhale, lower your hips to your heels. Hands come back up towards the ceiling. Take a big breath here. Good. Exhale, left hand falls behind you this time. Good. Right hand is up. Inhale, lift your hips back up towards the ceiling. Just a little back bend supported with that left hand this time. Right hand lifts. Take one breath here. Good. Exhale, lower hips down. Inhale, come back up. Center. Exhale, right hand drops to the side. Good. Right hand down, left hand lifts. Inhale, reach up and over. Just an easy side stretch. Drop your left hip down and away. Right shoulder reaches away. Good. One more breath here. Stay for your exhale. Good. Inhale, come back up to center. Reach both fingertips up. Exhale, left fingertips down. Right fingertips reach up and over. Lots of space between the right hip and left shoulder. Right shoulder, right hip. Whatever I'm touching. This side, space. Take one big breath here. Big breath out. Good. Inhale, reach hands back up. Good. Exhale, plant your hands, come into tabletop again. Shoulder or palms underneath shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Stay active, belly draws up. Take your hands, walk them a good distance out in front of you. So from underneath you directly, I'd say walk them about 6 inches out in front of you. Hands away from you, perfect. Tuck your back toes, or tuck your toes. Tuck all of your toes behind you. Press into those toes. Inhale, lift your knees to hover off the mat. Take one big breath here. You're really, really strong. Stay for your exhale. Good. Inhale, look forward. Stretch through, come into high plank. Extend your legs. Set your shoulders over your palms. Good. Take a big breath here. Big breath out. Totally okay to drop down to those knees if it feels better in your body. Good. On the next inhale, press through your toes, shift your knees, shift your shoulders forward. Exhale, drop and lower all the way to your belly. Good. Dropping there. Take one big breath. Inhale, lift up, cobra pose. Good. Exhale, release your chin back to the mat. Press through your palms. Send your hips back, tuck your toes. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. Hips up towards the ceiling, back towards the wall behind you. Big, generous bend in your knees. Pedal out your heels. Bend one knee, allow the opposite heel to fall towards the mat. And then do anything in this posture here that makes you feel good. So if you like to let your hips fall to one side, whatever feels good, take a couple moments here just to feel into this down dog. Hips are about hip width distance. Knees have a nice bend to them since we're just getting into this. Hips reach up towards the ceiling, back towards the wall behind you. Spine is nice and long. Shoulders are away from your ears. Hands are about shoulder width, maybe a little bit wider. Fingers are wide, pressing into your full hand. Good. Last little thing. Press through your palms, shoulder, chest, through to your thighs. That's all. Take another big breath here, downward facing dog. Big breath out. Good. Inhale, look to see your hands again. Exhale, walk your feet up behind your hands. Come into a nice big forward fold ragdoll. Feet are about hip width distance, maybe a little wider. Maybe your toes point out. Big bend in the knees. I like to lay my belly all the way onto my thighs. Just protecting the backs of those legs. Crown hangs heavy. Gaze draws through your legs. Nice long neck. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Yes. And then just allow yourself to reconnect to that breath. Option to grab opposite hand, opposite elbow if you already haven't. Option to sway from side to side. Opening up those hips. Maybe a gentle bounce up and down. Just release the neck, bend the knees, open up those hips. Breathe. Good. Once you find that movement, take what you need from it and then come to find stillness. Crown hangs. Maybe switch the grip of your hands, opposite hand, opposite elbow. Good. Take a big breath here. Big breath out. Release your grip of your hands. Allow your fingertips to fall gently to the mat. Heel toe your feet about hip width distance underneath you. Good. Inhale, come up to a halfway lift. Fingertips to your shins. Sternum is parallel to the mat below you. Press your shoulders away from your ears. Shoulder blades wrap together and then down towards your hips. Nice long spine, nice long neck. Take a big breath here. As you exhale, fold forward, forward fold. Crown hangs, gaze goes between your legs. Good. Inhale, slowly roll up to stand. Taking your time, allowing your spine to stack one bone on top of the other. Shoulders, neck, head last to arrive. And when you get there, just kind of shake your arms out, rock forward and back on your feet. Kind of feel the weight in your toes, feel the weight in your heels. Good. And then come to find stillness, mountain pose. I like to have my feet a little bit apart. That just feels good on my hips. If you like to bring everything together, you can do that too. Palms face forward, shoulders down and back. Feel strong. Lift up all of your toes. Take a big inhale, spread them really, really wide. And then as you exhale, lay down all of your toes and really ground down in your feet. Feel really, really, really fucking strong here. And if it feels safe, go ahead and close your eyes. Reconnect to your breath. And then let's set an intention. Let's set an intention for this class, a dedication, or just something that's just a little bit bigger than yourself. Or maybe today you just need to dedicate this shit to yourself. And I love that. So whatever it may be, today I'm just going to go with I'm receiving. I'm receiving whatever the world has for me. Go ahead and bring that intention into the forefront of your mind. Take a big breath in through your nose, fill up your belly. Nice long spine, crown of your head reaches. Big open mouth exhale. Set that intention, clear the way through. Let's go. Good. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Upward salute, fingertips reach, palms face one another, thumbs behind you. Good. Take another big inhale here. Exhale, bend your knees, fold over your hips, fold forward, forward fold. Good. Another halfway lift, fingertips to shins, nice long back, parallel, sternum to the ground. Exhale, fold forward, plant your hands, step back, come into high plank, or option to drop those knees, press into the tops of your feet. Wherever you are, take one breath here, high plank. Stay for this exhale. Good. Inhale, shift forward, press through your toes. Exhale, drop your belly all the way down to the mat. Chin drops. Good. Inhale, lift up for either a baby cobra or maybe press all the way through into upward facing dog. Good. Exhale, send your hips back, downward facing dog. Good. Pedal out those heels again. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Good. Come to find stillness, downward facing dog. Good. Press your chest towards your thighs. Press evenly into both palms, both hands. Good. Inhale, lift your right leg up, right heel up towards the ceiling. Three-legged downward facing dog. Right heel lifts up, right toes point down. Press evenly into both hands. Drop your right hip next to your left. Good. Take one more big inhale, lift your right heel up. And then bend your right knee, allow your right heel to fall towards your glute. And then start to draw big circles with that right knee. So big circles, whatever direction feels good. Opening up into that hip. Change direction. Good. And then inhale, extend your right leg long behind you again. Three-legged downward facing dog. Good. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands, low lunge. Drop down to that left knee. Drop down to that left knee. If you have any blocks or props, this is a great time to have them close by and bring them out. So left Left knee is dropped down. Option to have those blocks underneath your palms. Bring that ground up to meet you so your chest can come up nice and tall and you have more room for your breath here. And if you don't have blocks, coming up onto tented fingertips will help. Wherever you are, press your right hip back, draw your left hip forward, and squeeze your glutes, especially your left glute, just to protect that low back. Really press into the top of your shin, your top of your foot. Take another breath here. Lift your chest up. Gaze lifts just a little bit. Nice low lunge. Good. Tuck your back left toes. Pop up that left knee for just a moment, lifting this low lunge up off of the ground. Good. Take your hands, place them a few inches in front of your right foot. Take a big inhale. Take a big exhale. Good. Inhale. Press through your right leg. Come to stand on your right leg. Left leg lifts. Left heel up towards the ceiling. Left toes point down. Fingertips still stay connected to the mat. Option to even bring those blocks underneath you. So just a moment here, taking a big inhale. And then exhale, return your left foot next to your right and come into that forward fold. Bend in your knees, hinge at your waist. Crown of your head is really, really heavy. Gaze at your shins. Good. Take a breath here. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, let it go. Good. Inhale, fingertips to shins, halfway lift. Nice flat back, crown of your head reaches. Exhale, release, fold forward. Inhale, roll to stand. Fingertips come with you, upward salute. Fingertips reach, palms face one another. Nice long body, good. Inhale here. And then exhale, set your hips back, chair pose. So hips sit back just as if you're sitting in a chair, and pick your poison here. If you want to sit really, really low to the point where your fingertips could touch the mat, cool. If you're not about that, if you just want a little bend, that's great too. You're activating these legs. Options to have your legs completely zipped up, pressing together really nice and strong. Option to keep your legs separated a little bit, sitting down as if there's like those two magnets in between your legs trying to come together but forcing their way apart. So pick your poison. Arms can be biceps by ears. Maybe it comes out just hands out to the horizon, or maybe your shoulders aren't for that and hands just come to heart center. Palms press into one another, whatever feels good. Take a breath here. Bring your awareness to your legs. Bring your awareness to any burning or any sensation that's coming up. Take a big inhale. Exhale, sit just a half an inch deeper. Chair pose, you got this. One more big breath here. One more breath out. Good. Inhale, stand up, reach up, upward salute. Fingertips to the ceiling. Exhale, fold forward. Plant your hands. Step back, high plank, or drop down to those knees. Take one breath here. Stay for your exhale. Good. Inhale, press to your toes, shift forward. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly, chin to the mat. Inhale for cobra, or maybe press all the way up for up dog. Exhale, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Hell yeah. Take a big breath here. Big breath out. Next side. Inhale, lift your left heel high, three-legged down dog. Really squeeze that left glute to lift your left heel up. Point your toes down. Think about turning the inside of your thigh up towards the ceiling. Yes, nice long leg. Press evenly into both palms. Take another breath here. Exhale, bend your left knee. Left heel falls towards your left glute. And then big circles with that left knee. Nice and big in one direction. And then change directions, go the other way. Good. Inhale, three-legged dog. Left leg extends behind you. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step that left leg between your hands. Come to that low lunge. Again, option to drop down to that right knee. Option to bring your blocks or a bench or maybe something just to prop your chest up a little bit, or even tented fingers. But really press into this front foot. Press your left hip back. Draw your right hip forward towards the front of the mat. And then tap into that spine, nice and long. Long from the tailbone up to the crown of the head that's reaching. Lengthen the back of the neck. Take a big breath here. And a big breath out, low lunge. Good. Pop up, tuck your back right toes, pop up that right knee, come into a lifted low lunge here. Fingertips still connected to the mat. Walk your hands a few inches out in front of your toes, or maybe they're out in front of you on blocks. And then take a big inhale, press through your right toes, press through your left leg, stand. Fingertips are still connected to the mat or the block. Right leg is lifted, right heel up towards the sky. And then exhale, set your right foot next to your left, fold forward, forward fold. Good. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, bend your knees a little bit, fold forward. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Fingertips to shins, nice flat back. Good. Exhale, fold forward again. Crown hangs heavy. Gaze to your shins. Inhale, rise to stand. Upward salute. Fingertips reach up towards the ceiling. Stay for your exhale. Good. Inhale, reach your fingertips up a little bit. Exhale, send your hips back. Chair pose. Good. Hips are back again. Legs are either completely zipped up and pressing into one another or separated as if there was magnets working against each other. Biceps can be by your ears. Maybe your hands come to heart center or just out in front of you. Take a breath right here. Lift up all of your toes. Shift your weight into your heels a little bit. Good. Be here. Feel into those legs, working. Core is nice and tight. Shorten the distance between the tops of your hips and the bottom of your ribs. Yes. Take a big breath. Exhale, sit half of an inch lower. Good. One more breath here. Breath out. Good. Inhale, reach up, stand up, upward salute, fingertips reach. Exhale, bend your knees, fold over, forward fold. Good. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips to shins. Exhale, plant your hands, step it back, high plank on your toes or your knees. Take a breath here. Stay for your exhale. Good. Inhale, shift your shoulders forward. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Inhale for your up dog or your cobra. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Yes, take a breath. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, let it go. Good. Let's do a little flow here. We'll build it up, and then we'll flow it out. All right. So take another big breath to prepare. Big breath out. You're powerful as hell. Let's do this. Inhale, reach your right heel high. Three-legged down dog. Squeeze your right glute. Exhale, step it between your hands. Low lunge. Keep that left knee, oh my gosh. Keep that left knee lifted if you can. Take a breath here. Press your right hip back. Draw your left hip forward. Good. Draw your chest to the front of the mat. Nice long spine. Take one more breath here. Stay for that exhale. Press firmly into your front right foot. Press into that big left toe. Big left toe. Big toe on your right foot. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead, coming into this high crescent lunge. Right foot is to the right side. Left foot is to the left side. Again, if your shoulders don't feel great with the arms overhead, hands can come to heart center. We're really focusing on powerful base here. So preference of your arms is totally whatever feels good. Again, press your right hip back, draw your left hip forward, a little bend in that left knee. Good. Squeeze your left glute. Arms up, hands at heart center, wherever you are, be powerful. Press firmly into that front foot. Good. Take one more breath. Exhale out. Good. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, drop your back left heel to the mat. Arms open to a T, warrior two. Hips to the left side of the mat. You got this. Shoulders draw together. Gaze over your right shoulder. Good. Hips draw back over your hips. Shoulders draw back over your hips. Take a big breath here. Again, press powerfully into the front leg and powerfully into the back foot. Really think about pressing into that pinky edge. Maybe a little micro bend in this back left knee. Yes. Take one more breath here. Breath out. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Both legs are nice and straight. Good. And then as you exhale, start to reach your right fingers over your right toes. Good. Staying lifted and not like kind of dropping down quite yet. Lifting forward, dropping right fingertips down to right shin, left fingertips come up. Good. Triangle pose. Beautiful. Thinking about stacking left shoulder, left rib cage, left lung on top of that other side. Press your left shoulder back to the wall behind you. Good. Take one breath here. Option to look up at that left palm, look up at the ceiling. Take another big inhale. Stay for this exhale. Good. Drop your gaze to the front of the mat. Bring your left hand to your left hip. Good. Start to walk your back left foot in, coming in to shorten that stance a little bit. Hell yeah. Take your right hand. Option to place it to a block or bring it to the mat right in front of you. Bend into this right knee a little bit. Good. And then as you look at that right hand in front of your right fingertips, start to bring the weight over your right foot. Press into your right leg. Good. Nice and strong. Again, hand can be on something, water bottle, block, chair in front of you, wherever you are. And then start to lift your left leg parallel to the floor. Flex that left foot. Start to stack your left shoulder on top of your right. Half moon pose. As if you had a wall behind you. Be nice and strong. You've got this. If you fall out, you can come right back in. Take one more breath. Stay for your exhale. Good. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, bend into your right knee. Lower your left foot back behind you, nice and long again. Warrior two legs. Come back up. Warrior two posture. Arms back to a T. Right knee bent. Press into the pinky edge of that back foot. Hell yeah. Take a breath here. Stay for your exhale. Good. Inhale, reverse triangle. So reach your right fingertips up, left fingertips down. Right leg is straight. Good. Nice long space between right hip, right shoulder, right fingertips. Take one more breath here. And then as you exhale, cartwheel your hands, bend into your right knee. Hands come to frame your front right foot. Step your right foot back, high plank. Good. Options, stay here in high plank and run through our little chaturanga, our little transition, or just come back to downward facing dog. If you want to transition through, inhale, shift forward, exhale, lower, all the way down to your belly. Inhale for up dog or cobra. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Hell yes. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. You just did some shit there. We're going to do it on the opposite side. Let's take another breath in together. Open mouth, exhale. Good. Inhale, lift your left heel high, three-legged down dog. Squeeze that left glute. Press into both palms evenly. Another big inhale here. Exhale, step your left foot through, low lunge. Again, good place for blocks to come in. If we don't have blocks, anything that will lift you up just a little bit, tented fingertips. Option again to drop to that right knee, but keep those back right toes tucked. Press your left hip back, draw your right hip forward. Good, nice long spine. Tuck your chin in a little bit towards your throat. Feel that space grow in the back of your neck. Take another big inhale here. Big exhale out. Good, you know where we're going. Inhale, rise up to high lunge. Biceps can come up by ears. Fingertips can reach towards the ceiling. Hands can drop to heart center. Thumbs press into your sternum. Wherever you are, be here. You can also drop down to that right knee. Whatever feels good in your body here today. And this side, it does not have to match the other side. Left leg is in its own lane. Right leg is in its own lane. If you feel like you're walking a tightrope, just widen your legs apart from one another. Good. Take a breath here. Bend that right knee. Squeeze your right glute. Good. Reactivate that right leg. High lunge. Take a breath in. Press into that front leg. Breath out. Good. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, open to warrior two. So arms come to a T. Left leg is forward. Right leg is back. Drop your back right heel to that mat. Press into the pinky toe edge. Draw your shoulder blades together. Gaze over that left arm. Whoa. Be here, be strong. Squeeze your glutes. Squeeze your core in again. Shorten that distance from the hips, between the hips and the ribs. Yes. Be powerful. Take a breath here. Breath out. Good. Inhale, straighten that left leg, arms still at a T. As you exhale, reach your left fingertips forward. Then release your left hand to your left shin, right fingertips reach up. Left hand can also come to a block on any level, inside or outside of your leg. But just really think about stacking right shoulder over left, right lung over left, right hip over left a little bit. Good. Press into that back leg. Press into the front leg. Micro bend in both knees. Yes. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Triangle pose. Feel strong, just like in warrior. Look up if it feels right in your neck. Big breath in. Big breath out. Hell yeah, you know where we're going. Take your right hand, drop it down to your right hip. Walk your back right foot in a little bit. Option to take your hand to a block in front of your left toes. Option to take your left hand to the ground in front of your left toes. Bend into that left knee. And then start to bring your balance onto your left leg. Once you get there, start to raise your right leg parallel to the mat below you. Again, stack right hip on top of left. Imagine you have a wall behind you. Press everything up against it. Yes. Wobbles happen. Everything happens. Take a big breath here. Big breath out. Good. Inhale, prepare. As you exhale, bend that left knee a little bit. Lower your right leg behind you, nice and long. Drop your full foot back. Come into warrior two. Arms at a T. Left arm forward, right arm back. Yes, press that left knee out to the outside edge. Take a breath here. Breath out. Good. Inhale, straighten your left leg. Reach your left arm up, right arm down. Reverse triangle. Space between left toes even to left hip to the left shoulder, left fingertips. Lots of space, but then drop your shoulder away from your ear. Yes, take a big breath here. As you exhale, bend into your left leg, cartwheel your hands to frame your left foot again. Step left foot back, come into high plank. Option, meet us in down dog or roll through a chaturanga. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower all the way to your belly. Inhale for cobra or up dog. Exhale, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Hell fucking yes. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. If you need to, take a sip of water. Grab anything that you might need. We're going to roll through that again, both sides twice, and we're going to flow it. I'm going to take a sip of water really quick. These space heaters are just kicking. Whew. All right. Once you're ready, come back to your down dog. Take your time. Maybe a little moment in child's pose. Good. Hell yeah, we're going to kick this flow's ass. Let's take a big breath in together. Big breath out. Let's do this. Inhale, right heel high, three-legged down dog. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Good. Inhale, reach up, high lunge. Exhale, drop your back left heel down, arms to a T, warrior two. Good. Inhale, straighten, left leg, right leg. Exhale, right fingertips forward. Release down, triangle pose. Take a big breath, left fingertips reach up. Exhale, drop your left hand to your hip. Good. Right fingertips come to meet the earth or a block. Coming into half moon pose, left leg lifts. Stack that left side on the right. Take a breath here. Good. Exhale, bend your right knee, set your left foot back down. Come back into warrior two. Take a breath here. Exhale, stay. Good. Inhale, reach up, reverse triangle, long leg, long right leg, long right arm. Exhale, cartwheel your hand to frame your right foot. Step it back. High plank pose. Yes, chaturanga or meet us in down dog. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower all the way to your belly. Inhale for up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Yes, take a breath here. Take a breath out. Next side, you got this. Inhale, left heel high, three-legged down dog. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Inhale, come up, high lunge. Exhale, open to warrior two, right heel drops to the mat. Inhale, lengthen left leg. Exhale, reach left fingertips forward, left fingertips down, right fingertips up. Take a breath here, triangle pose. Stay for your exhale, drop your right hand to your hip. Good. Inhale, look in front of your left toes, start to walk in. Half moon, lift that right leg parallel to the mat below you. Fingertips can be planted. Take a breath here. Exhale, bend into that left knee, lower your right foot. Come back up to warrior two. Inhale, reach left fingertips up, straighten left leg, reverse triangle. Exhale, cartwheel your hands, frame your left foot, step left foot back, high plank. Meet us in down dog or chaturanga. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower all the way. Inhale for up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Woo! Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Good. One more just like that. Inhale big through your nose, fill up your belly. Big breath out. All right. Second round, back to the right side. Let's do this. Inhale, right heel high, three-legged down dog. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Exhale, drop down, warrior two. Good. Inhale, straighten right leg. Exhale, reach your right fingertips forward. Triangle pose. Take a breath here. Exhale, drop your left hand to your hip. Good. Walk your back leg up, come into half moon pose. Stand on that right leg, lift that left leg parallel. Take a breath here. Exhale, bend into your right leg, lower your left leg down behind you, come back up, warrior two. Take a breath here. Good. Exhale, stay. Inhale, reach, straighten your right leg, right arm reaches up, reverse triangle. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to frame your right foot. Step that right foot back, high plank. Meet us in down dog or chaturanga. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower all the way to your belly. Inhale for up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Good. One more just like that. Big breath in. Big breath out. Last round, last side. You got this. Last little bits of work here. Take an inhale, lift your left heel high, three-legged down dog. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten left leg. Exhale, left fingertips forward, triangle pose. Take a breath here. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, drop your right hand to your right hip. Good. Inhale, walk your back leg in. Come into that half moon. Left fingertips, to a block, to the floor. Maybe they hover. Flex that right leg. Take a breath here. Exhale, bend into that left leg. Right leg drops behind you. Warrior two. Good. Inhale here. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, reach up, reverse triangle, left leg long, left fingertips reach. Exhale, cartwheel your hands. Step back, high plank. Last chaturanga or meet us in down dog. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower all the way to your belly. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Whew. Take a breath here. Take a breath out. Drop down to your knees. Oh, actually no. Come back to downward facing dog. So downward facing dog. Take a breath. Inhale, look to see your front of your mat, your hands. Walk your feet. Exhale, behind your hands. A little forward fold. Legs are about hip width distance. And then inhale, Slowly come to rise, standing at the front of your mat. Good. So front of your mat, basically pick any foot. I was just going to cue stepping back with your right leg. I'm going to step back with my left leg so I face the camera, but you're basically doing a wide-legged forward fold. Toes point in, heels point out, hands are at your waist. Take a big inhale, nice long spine, crown of your head reaches towards the ceiling. And then exhale, hinge over your waist, little baby bend in your knees. About halfway down, release your hands down to the mat. So wide-legged forward fold. If this is enough for you, if this is kicking in enough sensation, stay right here. If you're interested in adding a little twist, place your right hand under your face, either on the ground, on a block, something to help lift you up and feel supported. Left hand comes right to your tailbone. So that sacrum, that really flat place right there on your tailbone, take your whole hand, fingers nice and wide, and place it right in the center of that tailbone. You can kind of feel right now if your hips are kicking to one side or the other. They might be kicking more to that left hip. So just try to bring that center right there. And then start to add your twist in by stacking your left shoulder over your right and then looking over to the left. Yes. And then that hand on your sacrum will be an indicator of if you're allowing that twist to kind of move your lower body. You want it to simply stay right there in the center of your spine and your sacrum to stay nice and flat and level. Good. So take another breath here in this nice twist. Stay for that exhale, nice long spine. Press into your left foot a little bit. Kick your hips to the right. Good. One more big breath here. Maybe reach your left fingertips up towards the ceiling. Good. Exhale, left fingertips back down to the mat. Good. Take your left hand and place it under your face on your mat, or maybe a block or something supportive. Take your right hand, bring it to your tailbone. Again, that flat place right there on your sacrum. And then kind of feel the orientation of your hips. Are they kicking one way? Are they pretty level? We really want to work on keeping them level here. So a big inhale, start to stack your right shoulder on top of your left, start to gaze over to the right and feel how those hips move. We want to keep that twist in the center of your spine rather than letting it kick your hips over. Simple fix, press into your right foot a little bit more. Good, as you stack and twist. Good. Option, inhale, reach your fingertips up. Wherever you are, take a big inhale here. Exhale, release your right fingertips down to the mat. Good. And then option here to take whatever feels good. If an inversion is calling to you, if a headstand or forearm stand or any kind of inversion is calling to you, go ahead and get it. If you're like, hell no, Emily, no. Stay right here in your wide-legged forward fold and take your hands and walk them away from you. Fingers are wide, press into your palms and just come into a nice wide-legged downward facing dog. I think this is hella underrated and one of my favorite postures. But from that wide-legged forward fold, toes are in, walk your hands away from you, and then press into your palms, gaze between your legs, and just feel grounded in your feet. Your whole foot's probably pretty grounded to the mat. A little baby bend in both of those knees, and your hips are up and back. Nice long spine, chest is pressing down. Take a couple big breaths here. Check in with your body. Check in with your heart rate. If you're upside down, keep playing. Wherever you are, pick what feels like a hell fucking yes rather than a hell no. So if none of this feels good, take child's pose. Chill out, starfish. Just 2 more big rounds of breath here before we move on. Allowing your head to be lower than your tailbone for probably the first time in a little bit. Well, I guess not for this class because we've been doing a lot of that, but maybe just in general. If you're upside down, mindfully come back down to earth. If your arms are a long way out in front of you, start to walk your palms back in under your shoulders and come to a little just bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Bend into your knees a little bit and then bring both hands up to your hips, like that little hip crease right there. And then inhale, squeeze your glutes and use your back and your legs to come stand up. Perfect. Hell yes. Come to stand at the front of your mat, and then just really carefully lower yourself down. We're just going to do the tiniest little ab stitch, because I'm trying to be better at abs. So we're all trying to be better at abs. So we're really conscious of our bodies. So just come on down, lower all the way down to your back mindfully. Take your time. And then also make sure anything you need for Shavasana is pretty close. But yeah, just come down to your back. So your knees are bent, soles of your feet pressed into the mat. And we're going to do the telephone, which it looks kind of easy, sounds kind of easy, but it's really, really hard. So as you're laying right here with your knees bent, press into your feet and really press your low back down, and think about pressing your belly all the way down to your mat. Good. And then lift your right leg up towards the ceiling, and then really keep pressing that low back down, keep pressing your hips down. Good. Good. And then lift your chest up off of the mat, looking up at the ceiling. So pick a point on the ceiling, lift your chest up, and then gaze at your thigh. So gaze at your right thigh that's lifted. Keep pressing into that left leg that's planted on the mat. Take your hand and bring it to your right ear, your right hand, and bring it to your right ear as if you're answering the telephone. And then bend your right knee and press it into your right elbow. Like press the fuck out of it. So press it in so hard that you're lighting up your belly right here. So again, looks easy, sounds easy, but really, really press your low back down, press your belly all the way back to your spine, press it all the way back to the mat below you. Good. If you want to add on to this, extend your left leg long up towards the ceiling. And then slowly lower the left leg down all the way until the heel, holy covers like a couple inches off the mat. Good. Keep pressing left leg into left arm, right leg into right arm. Good. Inhale, lift your left leg back up towards the ceiling. Exhale, release everything down to the mat. Knees bent up towards the ceiling. Whew. Release your head back. Maybe rock it from side to side just to release your neck a little bit. Yes. Oh, yeah. Doing the next side. Here we go. Knees are bent up towards the ceiling. Press into your feet. Press your low back down. Take your belly. Press it all the way down as if you're protecting yourself from someone punching you in the belly. Good. Left leg lifts up. Flex your left foot too. Toes towards your face. Pick a spot on the ceiling. Inhale, lift your shoulders up off of the mat. Gaze goes from the ceiling to your left thigh. Good. Left hand comes to your left ear as if you're answering the phone. Bend your left knee, press it into your left elbow, and press both of them in. Resist, resist, resist. Right hand is like long. My right arm is long down the side, palm facing down. If this is enough, stay right here. If you want a little bit more, extend your right leg long towards the ceiling. Whoo! And then drop your right leg down towards the mat. Hover it a few inches off. Take a big breath. You can do this because I'm doing it too. Inhale, bring your right leg back up. Exhale, release down. Yo, that's a killer for me because I don't do this. I don't do these abs. All right, one time each side, and then we're going to chill out for the rest of class, and I'll stop bugging you. All right, press into both feet. Knees are up towards the ceiling. Low back presses into the mat. Actively press your belly in. This is already working. This is already like in activating your belly muscles, your core. Lift your right leg up towards the ceiling. Good. Inhale, find your spot on the ceiling. Lift your shoulders up off of the mat. Gaze goes from the ceiling to your right thigh. Right hand is answering the phone. Left arm is long down the mat. Good. Bend your right knee. Press it into your right elbow. Oh yeah, already working. If this feels good, stay here. If you want more, extend your left leg up towards the ceiling. Flex all of your toes. Drop your left leg long down the mat. Left leg heel hovers a few inches. Take a breath here. Press your right leg into your right arm. Stay for your exhale. Good. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, release everything back down to the mat. Mama, rock your head from side to side. Release that neck. Yeah. One more side. You got this. We got this. We can do this. This is good for us, right? This feels good, I think. No, it does. It does. It does. Bend your knees, press into your feet, press your low back into the mat. Press your belly down, really activated already. Lift your left leg up towards the ceiling, flex your toes. Keep pressing that low back down. Find that spot on the ceiling. Inhale, lift your shoulders up off of the mat. Gaze from the ceiling to the left thigh. Good. Right arm is long down the mat. Left hand comes to answer the phone right on your ear. Bend your left knee, press it into your left elbow. Press, press, press. Activate. Everything presses into the mat. Low back stays low. Good. Inhale, lift up your right leg. Flex your toes. Good. Take a breath. Exhale, drop your right leg long down the mat. Right heel hovers. Hold here. Press elbow into knee. Take a breath here. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, lift up your right leg. Exhale, release everything down. Oh my gosh. Roll your head from side to side. We're done with that evil. We are done with that evil. Good. Rock and roll the length of your mat and the length of your spine, taking your time to get to a seated position. And then actually I lied, roll yourself back down and stay low on your mat and come to bring your hand to the inside or outside edges of your feet and come into happy baby. We just wanted to roll for funsies. That was just for fun. So blissful baby, again, inside arches of your feet will be closed shoulder stretch. The outside pinky edges of your feet will be like an open shoulder stretch. Pull down on your feet, kick up into your hands. Low back is on the mat, spine is long. Lift your head up, tuck your chin in, lower the back of your head back down. Feel that space in your neck. Good. Take a big breath here. And a big motherfucking breath out. Good. Drop the grip on your hands. Bring your knees into your chest, but leave your shoulders on the mat. Yep. Left leg goes long down the mat. Right knee stays tucked. Take a big inhale. Take that right knee out and around, up into the right armpit. Hug it in there nice and tight. Squeeze. And then as you exhale, right knee over to the left side of the mat. And then even pick your hips up and twist your left hip underneath your right hip. And then let that right knee just feel heavy with gravity. Arms come long to a T. Shoulders stay on the mat. And then gaze can go opposite down that right arm. And nothing forced here. If you want a little support and you have something within reach, like a block or a blanket or a sweatshirt, you can always place that underneath this lifted knee. Any amount, any support. This is supposed to feel good and start bringing down your heart rate and bringing your awareness back into your mind and back into your body and back into your breath. Another big inhale, fill that belly up nice and big. Big open mouth exhale. Good. If you have something underneath that right knee, go ahead and press it out of the way. And then take your left arm and reach it long up overhead. And then slowly roll over onto the left side of your body. So left arm or left ear is cushioned by that left bicep, nice and strong. And your right knee is still up, kind of like if you're a side sleeper and that right knee is close up towards your chest. Yeah. And then go ahead and bend your left knee, bring your left toes towards your glute. Take your right hand and reach them towards your toes and go ahead and grab your leg and just pull your, what is this, my left leg? Yeah, my left heel towards my left glute. Maybe a little sensation in the quad or the hip flexor. So it's called cattail pulling pose. Your right knee is up kind of into your chest. Basically, you just fell over onto the left side of your body from our supine twist. And then left knee bends. Yeah, that's my left knee. And then you just reach your right hand to reach that foot. If you can't grab it, that's okay too. You can even just kind of like lay here. And this is enough of the stretch. But bending your left knee and grabbing with your right hand and kind of pulling a little bit will maybe tap into like the left quad, the left hip flexor. Yeah, take a big breath in. And a big breath out. Good. And then release that grip on that foot. And then just return your right shoulder back to the mat and bring both knees into your chest. And leave your shoulders on the floor again. And then this time, let your right leg go long. And then your left knee is still in. Take a big inhale, draw your left knee out and around up into your left armpit. Give it a big squeeze in, big inhale. And then exhale, draw your left knee over to the right side of your mat, and then lift up and stack your right hip underneath your left hip. And then let that left knee just fall to the right side of your body. Arms come to a T. Good. And then option to gaze opposite over that left arm. And again, just let it be soft and gentle. If you have something to support that left knee, go ahead and shove it under there. Whatever feels good. Take a big breath into your belly. Big breath out. Good. Another big inhale. And another big exhale. All right, so same thing on this opposite side. Bring your right bicep or your right arm up alongside your ear. So right bicep is right next to your right ear. And then you simply roll over onto your right shoulder. Your bicep is now a pillow for your right ear. Your left knee is still up in towards your chest. Yeah, this is my left side. And then bend your right knee. I think that's why I keep messing people up. Bend your right knee, grab your right foot. Yes. Same thing, opposite side. Just a little stretch into the quad, a stretch into the or the, what is that thing? Hip flexor. Good. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. One more just like that. Big breath in. Big breath out. Release the grip on your right leg. Let your right leg go long. And then come over to your belly. So let your left shoulder fall all the way over. Left leg goes long next to your right leg. And you're now on your belly. If you need to reposition, definitely feel free. And then from here, chin to the mat, palms either underneath your shoulders or down by your low ribs. And either it's going to be an upward facing dog or baby cobra pose. So pick whichever one feels good to stretch that front side of your body. So big inhale, lift up, upward facing dog or cobra pose. And then exhale, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take one breath here. One breath out. Good. Inhale, reach your right leg long, three-legged down dog. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. And then lay your right shin parallel to the top of your mat. Release your left leg to the mat. Coming into this half pigeon pose. Again, shoving blocks wherever they're needed. Take a big breath in. Find a nice tall chest. And then exhale, start to walk your fingertips down. Come to rest on your forearms or your elbows. Or maybe you go ahead and make fists with both of your wrists, stack them on top of each other, and then rest your forehead there. Or my favorite is a block on the sternum and a block underneath the forehead. That is my jam. Wherever you are, see how much you can relax, how much you can let go. Clenched jaw, tongue from the roof of your mouth. I always find myself tensing my my glutes or my quads here. So I have to let go there, release, find some space. If this doesn't feel good on the front side, know that you can swing around and do this on your back by bringing a figure 4 with your right leg over your left leg, and then just reaching through, grabbing the back of your left thigh and relaxing back. Let a little stillness and silence come back to your practice here. Regulate your breath, regulate your heartbeats. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. If you want longer in this pose, please stay here. If you're ready to move on, remove any blocks or props, walk your hands back towards your right shin. Plant your palms on the mat, fingers wide. Tuck your back left toes. Inhale, lift your right knee up. Lift your right leg back. Replace it next to your left. Take a moment here in downward facing dog. Take a breath. Exhale out. Good. Inhale, left leg high, three-legged down dog. Exhale, bring your left knee to your left elbow. Lay your left shin parallel to the top of your mat. Release the right leg to the mat. Press the top of the right foot in. Good. Take a big breath here. And a big breath out. Release down to your elbows and forearms, maybe fists supporting your forehead, or maybe blocks again underneath your chest or your forehead. Know that our bodies are not symmetrical. They're so different from left to right, front to back, top to bottom, this to that. So if this doesn't feel the same on the other side, that's okay. Just make the adjustments to make it feel really, really, really fucking good. Again, find something that you can relax your shoulders, maybe relax your neck a little bit. Just find as much relaxation as you possibly can right here, right now. Take a big breath in, bring your awareness back to this mat, back to your breath. You're here for just a few more minutes. Starting to let gravity do its job here at the end of practice. Let everything be heavy. Nothing is forced. You're not pushing a stretch. You're just letting gravity weigh you down. Take another big breath in. Big breath out. Knowing you can stay here as long as you need. But if you're ready to move on, inhale and start to walk your hands back towards your left shin. And then this time, just roll over onto your left hip. Or nope, just come down to your belly. We're coming down to the floor. So jump down to your belly. And this is where you get to pick your Shavasana. You can either try Shavasana on your belly, stacking your palms one on top of each other, relaxing your forehead down, letting your legs go wide, or staying on your back and taking classic Shavasana that way. Legs long, taking up space, or maybe your knees are bent to protect that low back. Just pick your favorite Shavasana, get supported, get comfortable. We're going to just be here for 3 minutes, 3 minutes of silence, 3 minutes of stillness. And during these 3 minutes, just tap back into your breath. If you're on your belly, really feel in to your whole body lifting as you inhale and lowering as you exhale. If you're on your back and it feels right, you can take one hand to your chest, one hand to your belly. Let the backs of your arms find the mat below you. And just feel in the palms, your chest and your belly rising and lowering. In this moment, keep your thought process just on your breath and on your body. Maybe back to your intention you set for class, or maybe just simply honoring your effort here today. If you feel safe, close your eyes or relax your gaze. Unclench your jaw, release your tongue from the roof of your mouth, and soften the space between your eyebrows. Take a big breath in. And an open mouth exhale out. Knowing that if you feel good right here, to stay here as a closeout practice. But if you're on your back or if you're on your belly and you're feeling ready to move on, rock your head from side to side. Wiggle your toes and maybe wiggle your fingers if you can. And then allow yourself to find your favorite side and come into a gentle fetal position. Again, lifting your arm up alongside your head, bringing your bicep underneath your ears, a nice strong cushion. Bring both knees into your chest. Find your way into a very comfortable little ball. Eyes can remain closed or your gaze can remain relaxed. And again, just taking a moment here to leave your outside yoga and your physical practice here on the mat and to take your inside yoga with you off the mat into the rest of your evening and into the rest of your week, and honoring the effort we put in here today. And if you're feeling ready, go ahead and press yourself up to a comfortable seated position anywhere you find yourself on your mat. Gaze can stay heavy or your eyes can stay closed, whatever feels comfortable here. And once you get to a comfortable seat, bring your palms to press into one another, your thumbs into your sternum. Find a nice long spine. Take a big inhale here. And then exhale, bow forward. Again, just sealing in our practice, thanking ourselves for showing up for each other and thanking yourself for the effort you did. And then go ahead and start to rub your palms together from side to side, creating some heat between your hands, nice and fast. Once that heat feels like enough, go ahead and take your nice warm hands and cover your closed or heavy lidded eyes. And then gently blink your eyes open underneath your palms. And then release your hands back down. Yay, my little yogis. Thank you for blessing me with your presence. It just filled me up to see both of you, and I appreciate you, and I didn't have to teach to just a janky old camera. Thanks. Drink lots of water, take care of yourself, and call me, text me, beat me if you want to reach me or need me. All right? Bye, guys. Have a good one. We'll see you later.